Hello, I'm Goose and welcome to Pocket. Today we'll be travelling back to ye old London town and blasting werewolves with lightning guns. Yep, we're playing the Order 1886. But first, the news. The winning bidder for one of the limited 20th anniversary PlayStation 4s has backed out of the auction. The Japanese bidder, who remains anonymous, won the auction in January with an offer of $165,000. However, it's unclear why they've chosen to back down from their bid. Meanwhile, Sony has stated that it will still donate that same figure to the Save the Children Japan charity as planned. Xbox One users have been suffering consistent crashes in the newly released Dead or Alive 5 last round. The glitch appears to be affecting the arcade and online versus modes. Developer Team Ninja has stated that they're working with Microsoft to develop a patch. In the meantime, a community-discovered workaround suggests that turning off throwdowns and playing offline modes should eliminate most issues. Rumours are circling around the return of the once astronomically popular Rock Band series. Speculation of the series' return was sparked in January when developer Harmonix began surveying community interest in a game for the new consoles. News site Bloomberg Business reports that a source familiar with the plan has confirmed a new entry to the series is in the works. If this is correct, this would be the first Rock Band title since 2012. We'll continue to bring you updates as they come. I do miss my old plastic axe. Alright, now that's all in order, let's go play the Order. From time to time when we do these casual couch sessions, we may call on another member of the Good Game team to help us chat about the game. So without further ado, let me introduce Good Game's resident Chivo hunter and strongly opinionated producer, Joe. Thanks for joining us, Joe.
Anytime, Goose.
Are you joining us?
I have a small matter to attend to. I'll find you afterwards.
En route now. Got it out.
The Order 1886 is a third-person action game by Ready at Dawn that takes place in an alternate reality London, and you're following a group of knightly descendants who are defending humanity from all manner of evil.
The United India Company prefers its minions enthusiastic.
The last thing we need is a band of hired guns causing more havoc.
Okay, Joe, you've had some time with the game this morning. What are your first impressions?
Well, it's super pretty. The shooting's pretty solid. There's a lot of quick-time events, and been looking at cutscenes for more than I've been playing.
My lord, this damsel would never be so callous as to do such a thing.
I mean, there's been a lot of talk about the length of the game, and if there's a lot of cutscenes, how much of it you're actually playing. Do you think that's something that they should be worried about?
Oh, well, definitely. I mean, if you're sitting there and you're not actually playing for more than you are, then I don't think that's for everyone. You know, maybe they should just make a movie if they want to make a movie.
Everyone all right?
Yes.
So I think one of the things we've really noticed is that, linear gameplay is really good fun and linear stories can be great as well, but in terms of how this game's been doing it, there's a real look but don't touch kind of feel to the game, and even all the paths we're being sent down are so narrow that they're almost a little bit infuriating. I mean, for instance, right now we have to walk the whole way around the round table because there are 3 guys that won't get out of the way.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. And I mean, another big thing is a lot of games these days are giving you lots of little things to pick up and touch or observe as you do these little walks, but I don't think there's actually that much in this game to interact with.
I mean, if I could have just sat in that throne, that would have been a nice little moment. Just that little moment of, and maybe had someone come up and go, hey, you're not supposed to be doing that.
Someone needs to come up as you sit in the throne and go, hey, you're out of order.
Exactly.
10 out of 10. But no.
It's all very serious. Yep. No throne sitting.
Lord Hastings, Lord Danglass.
He's the most important because of the size of his beard.
And the shininess.
Very well.
Now, early on when the game was announced, there was a lot of talk about the fact that the weapons in the game wouldn't actually be using gunpowder, they'd be using something else because of this alternate reality. It feels like a pretty standard arsenal so far. I mean, there are better weapons, apparently, later on in the game.
Well, we hope so. I mean, these are just rifles and pistols so far, nothing particularly exciting.
Okay, now we've got a good gun. Holy moly. Okay, this is cool. When I first saw the announcement trailer, I thought this was going to be all sorts of mythical creatures and that sort of thing, but I think it really only is the werewolves. Alright, well, we've liked what we've seen so far, but do you reckon this is a game that you're going to try and finish the whole thing?
I reckon so. I mean, it's only, 5 hours long, apparently. I always enjoy a good story, see what it's all about.
You're not concerned that maybe, there's not going to be enough to do outside of the main campaign?
Well, that is a concern. I mean, it would be nice if there was a co-op mode and some multiplayer or something that always, makes something a lot more valuable to have in your collection. But
yeah.
Looks like a death trap to me.
So from what I've seen of the game so far, it looks absolutely amazing, and it really does show what next-gen hardware can do. I think it's a really intriguing world, and they've come up with this great fictional kind of version of London with hopefully some really cool lore that they explore. I do share the same concerns as Joe that maybe the campaign might be a little too short, especially when there's no sort of side quest or not too much to do outside of that main story. But it is great to see some new IP on the next-gen consoles, and I'm genuinely interested to see where this goes. You could say I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Alright, thanks for helping us out today, Joe.
No problem.
Let's go kill some werewolves. And that's the show for this week. If you've been playing The Order, let us know what you think. Barjo and Hex's full review is coming soon. And it's also the weekend, so let us know which games you're going to get stuck into. Don't forget to tune in to Spawn Point on ABC3 tomorrow for its first step back for the year. Hingers will be back on Monday, but until then, may all your games be good ones. Goose out.